Jonathan and I are headed off for, I think, what may be our last camping evening. It's getting near -1 up towards where we are headed, but we're hoping it'll be a little warmer than that tonight. Anyway, we're just waiting for John Westerlaken to join along, and hopefully we'll put together a little camping video, and very much looking forward to the ride today. We had to make a quick stop because we stopped here last fall when we got home from across Canada. As we ride through the scenic Fraser Canyon and on to Cache Creek for our end of the season camp evening, we will go through our current camping setups with a combination of tent and hammocks and talk about those improvements that we will make for next season and why. The temperatures are now dropping below freezing at night, and the mountain passes will soon be covered in snow. But this clear day of riding is sure to bring us many laughs, relaxing under the stars tonight. Just up ahead of us, we will pass Ashcroft Manor on Highway 1. This was historically one of the centers of British-style country life, and it was famous for its fox-like hunting of coyotes, and it had a racetrack and included racehorses. The Cornwall brothers settled here in 1862 and developed this ranch to supply the caribou miners. Clement Cornwall became one of the first senators of BC after the Confederation of Canada in 1871. We just got to Cache Creek Campground, and we're going to unload all of our gear. John has a mountain of gear, and I think we're going to set up right here. This is kind of nice. We are camped right beside the creek for the night too. Just got the bags off the bike and opening it up, and the process will begin. John is unpacking his gear, and Jonathan is setting up, I think, a parachute up there. As I set the straps for the hammock tent, you can see how simple and easy the process is, and I really like how compact and light it is to pack on the bike. This season, we have spent close to a month on our motorcycle camp trips, exploring. And one of the joys of motorcycle camping in the off-season is modifying the ever-evolving camp kit to make things more streamlined or simply more comfortable. It's fun to share the wants and the actual needs with our friends, and of course with John on his GS. He truly has the art of stacking and packing, and he gets great joy trying new products. He also has a cool cot setup that you'll see shortly that's simply ridiculously comfortable. For next season, I will have a complete electric fence camp setup from a Vancouver-based company called Bear Watch Systems, and their motto is adventure on and stress off. After all, most of BC and Alberta, further north and to our south in the US and Montana, is all very rich, beautiful bear country. This year, we saw 2 grizzlies at very close range and outside of any parks, which doesn't make Jonathan thrilled. And I can no longer sell him on the idea that they'll be higher up in the alpine or below the slides on the top of the slashes. He's not buying it any longer. And for me, well, it just adds another deterrent and a layer of prevention for both a bear and ourselves. Generally, animals can hear and feel the pulse in the fence and will reach out with their nose to investigate. Most never need to actually even touch it, and when they do, it's a self-awareness exercise, and they learn quickly to avoid it, keeping everyone and them safe. We always manage our space camping as best we can and remain bear aware and carry bear spray air horns, and we always clean everything up after our meals and our food is stored safely at height. And I change into sleeping clothes at night. There is always that question of who was in the area before us, and bears by nature are unpredictable at best. I do think this will be a benefit to most of the areas that we go into, and it definitely will make for a better night's sleep. Setup is only minutes and well worth it. And we are all set up underneath the willow tree. Everything is spiked in, hanging up. I think it might be a little cold tonight, so I have put the air mattress that Amanda gave me underneath for a little extra warmth, and everything looks good. I will hang up my bear horn and a few things in here after. I have my trusty pillow, all my bedding and blankets, and should be snug as a bug in a rug. My boots are hung up for the night, and my bike gear is all stored here in the gear hammock. Jonathan has his already set up, and he's got his mat down, which he quite enjoys and likes. And he has the Jungle Edition. Good morning. Snug as a bug in a rug. And John has his on too.
Yeah, bug in a rug, yeah.
Best Christmas present ever, John.
And there's our whole setup. And it was a bit brisk last night.
Totally warm. Awesome. Well, unfortunately for us, it's only one night. But for John, he has his new tent set up. And I think he's going to stay another night, complete with his cot. He'll be here for a few days and quite comfortable. A very pretty little campsite. I love the willow trees. And I like the crushed asphalt he's used. It's really solid.
All right.
John's getting his firebox all ready for brekkie.
Started a little early today, so yeah, a couple of hits before breakfast.
Over the winter, we will continue to share travel adventures with you by car, by plane, or whatever means necessary to explore. Exploring through travel is my passion, especially on a motorcycle. When that is not possible, I will find another way to enjoy nature, immerse myself in local culture, and to learn about the area's history. Please join us on our next video as we leave this campground and take a ride through Marble Canyon on our way home. It has some interesting history of its own. I hope you've enjoyed watching our last camping setup for this year, and if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions that you would like to see for next season, let us know, and we'll try to add that in.